Hello, ladies. Hello, welcome, welcome. How to deal with time pressure and your biological clock in dating. So, if you face this issue of feeling like you're running out of time, you're getting to a certain age, and especially if you want to have children, you feel like I need to do something now, like I need to find a guy now. And you feel this pressure of like needing to find a husband now, to have children now because of, the biological clock of time pressure. If this is you, let me know in the comments if you resonate, okay? So how do you deal with that? So many times I've heard the most sad stories. Super successful women were like saying, you know what, I'm just gonna, have a baby and raise it without a father, or I'm just gonna go to this what's the English word for that? I'm just gonna go to this doctors and I can get pregnant without and raise the child without a father. Okay. So women saying stuff like that because feeling so hopeless that they can't find somebody. Okay. And I hear you, I completely hear you, because the sad truth is the more successful a woman is in her career, the most likely more unsuccessful she is in dating, because we need different skills. And unless you learn also the skills for dating, there will be this, sad reality. Okay. And the more you're successful in your career, oftentimes the more you attract feminine men, low effort men, broke men who don't want to commit, who don't want to marry. And it's just a huge headache. So I even get those women, those clients of mine who said, I'm so hopeless. I have this biological clock and, I'm just going to get pregnant without and raise a child without a father. I would just like adopt a kid, which isn't a bad thing, right? Like if you do it out of, if you really, really want those things, great. But if you do it out of the feeling of hopelessness, like I can't find a man, I don't know how to, it's just no guy is like willing to commit. I hear your pain and there is a way. The only problem you're having right now is that you're using for dating the skills you learned for your career. Okay, it's just like you're trying to use cooking utensils to fix a car. Good luck with that. Okay, you need different tools in dating. Yeah. And those different tools oftentimes are very natural to us. That's why very young women have oftentimes more success in dating, not because of the age. Yeah. The age just gives you the first date. I mean, the looks just gives you maybe the first date and interest in a hookup. But oftentimes, younger women who never, had a job, never have been like out of parents' house, are more successful because they're kind of like having naturally this feminine, childlike energy. You know what I mean? Where in career, running a business, having a great job, you need more masculine tools of like doing, delivering, using your head, and I believe like the challenge these days is to balance that out and to have it all, right? Like even I have to balance that out when I'm in my coaching sessions, or even now when I'm live streaming, right? I'm more my masculine teaching energy. So, anyways, those women were like coming to me feeling so hopeless, like, I can't find a guy, like it's just like no matter what I do, like I'm really trying. I don't know what's missing, but like no man wants to commit. The more I give intimacy, calling, texting, cooking, the less they want me. I just feel so unattractive. You know what? Like I have this biological clock, and I'm just gonna raise the child without that. Or in some other countries, like women, just get pregnant from one night, like it's in Germany, that happens a lot. Like just get pregnant from one night stand just because they want a child. And people, don't talk about it much. And I'm not saying you're gonna do this, but I've heard so many times those stories, and I see so many times women that do those things because they don't know how to date. They don't know how to make a man commit to them. And then I know how painful that can be. Okay, I was in this situation too. Yeah, like only a few years ago, I was so in love dating a guy that didn't even want to commit to a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. Can you believe that? Okay, back then I was not trying to have children yet. But still, like, I was like, what am I doing? I mean, I was like even considering myself attractive, and I was like, what am I doing? This guy told me straight in my face, like, yeah, I would never marry you. You're like attractive enough for a hookup. Yeah, that's good enough. And I was like, in this moment, he told me in my face, I was like, I don't know if I should cry or laugh because this is so, so hilarious. And in this moment, I also decided, okay, I'm done with that. I'm not going to deal with this reality anymore. And universe supported me that I was able to, invest in myself, invest in a dating coach a couple of years long even to really learn how to date, how to communicate with men, how to get the path from like just casual dating to commitment. Okay, and how to have those boundaries. And honestly, I consider this my biggest strength at this point because it also translated in all of my other relationships with my family, friends, with myself. I literally healed all of other relationships to this process. And knowing how to have romance, how to be desired, how to be, how to have multiple proposals to choose from. Like this reality change only happened because I invested in myself because I, learned those different tools and skills. And yeah, this is what I'm, since years teaching you ladies how to date, how to attract affluent men, and how to have men invest in you. Like currently, for example, I have clients where they claim that in the country there are no men that they want to date, so they date outside of their own country, and the guys is like flying them business class all the time, investing highly the time, energy, and money, respecting boundaries of like having to book a separate hotel room if they meet, stuff like just like the best treatment. Okay, the best treatment. This is what my clients deserve, and this is what they have. Okay, and you get to have it too. And another issue that women have, and let me know in the comments if you resonate, is that when they feel like they have the biological clock ticking, then they're like, okay, let me just get the first best guy, and they're like lowering their standards so much, just getting some kind of man, maybe even a broke guy or a guy that don't even like, just to have somebody, just to not be alone, and just to like be able to get pregnant. And in this case scenario, of course you could choose to do this, but if you have the chance to invest in yourself, to invest in one-on-one coaching, to invest in even group coaching or some kind of courses to educate yourself how to date, how to inspire a man to commit, and if you have maybe like 3 months or 6 months where you don't have to take the first guy that runs in front of you and is willing to marry you, if you have this little bit of time of 3 to 6 months, then I highly encourage you to start investing in yourself, because it doesn't take so much time for you to learn those new skills and start attracting top guys, like handsome guys, wealthy guys, men who are eligible bachelors who women want to be with and who you actually also want to be with. You know what I mean? So that you don't have the feeling of like, maybe I missed out something. Okay. And it's never too late. It's never too late. Again, I have clients who are in the 50s, 60s, 70s who now are getting married, having the relationship that they ever wanted. But it's just so sad for me to see that they have to wait their whole lifetime to get there. The number one thing my clients tell me that are in the 50s, 60s, 70s they say, I wish I met you 30, 40 years ago, right? I wish I met you 40 years ago, Ellie. I wasn't even born 40 years ago. Okay. So yeah, it is what it is, right? But you have the chance now to invest in yourself. And if you have like this feeling of my time is like short and my biological clock is ticking, that's the time to invest in yourself. And yes, you can choose to have a baby by yourself without a guy. You can choose to lower your standards so much that any guy would take you. There are a few desperate guys out there, but you can also choose to invest in yourself, know how to date, and start being a magnetic woman. You get to be a boss babe at work. I am too. I'm running a multiple six-figure business, okay? And you get to have it all. You get to be a boss babe at work and switch to date mode and be the magnetic, mesmerizing woman on dates and having a love life as well. So it's not like you have to give up anything, okay? Unless you want to. I mean, there's nothing wrong if you just want to be a stay-at-home mom and all of that. I think that's beautiful too if you choose to. Okay, so anyways, let me know in the comments if you resonate to this issue of like the time going by and having time pressure. And like, it's a real thing, right? Especially for women in their 30s and 40s. Let me know if this resonates, share with anybody that might need this video. And if you are having time pressure, if you feel like I really, really want the results now, like my career is no longer the priority. Right now, the priority for me is to find somebody that I like, that is affluent, that is attractive, that I like as a friend. And my priority is to be chosen, to be proposed to, not by one eligible guy, but by multiple. And I can have the choice. And this is the reality you can have. These are the results that you get to have from my one-on-one coaching that my other clients have, okay? So if you say, this is now my priority in life, I want this relationship, I want somebody amazing, and I tried so much by myself, but I feel stuck, then feel free to reach out. My email is in the description box. Reach out for one-on-one coaching. Apply for the first free love audit call. And afterwards, you can still decide if you want to continue with me or not. Okay. But like, do something. Don't sit there like saying, oh, I have no time, so I'm so desperate. Like, get back to empowerment. There are ways, and I'm like literally showing you ways free through my masterclasses or through my coaching programs. Okay. So I hear you where you are. And at the same time, I'm not gonna believe that this has to be your reality, because I've helped enough women and I helped myself to have a great, amazing dating life, and that leads to true commitment. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, my email is in the description box. Reach out, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye.